Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Stealthies, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you the best way to easily and most importantly consistently earn high kill streaks in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so first things first, let's jump straight into the creator class menu. So this right here is pretty much the template of any class that I'm going to be using if I want to go on some really high kill streaks in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The primary and secondary weapon really aren't too important. The main focus on this class is going to be on our perks. So in perk slot number 1, we're going to be taking Kill Chain. So for those of you who have never used Kill Chain before, basically in Modern Warfare, only kills with your gun or equipment count towards getting your next kill streak. But if you're using Kill Chain, then all the kills you get with your kill streaks will actually continue to snowball into your next kill streak. Kill Chain is the thing that's going to tie this whole class together and what's really going to allow us to go on streak after streak. In perk slot 2, we're going to be taking Hardline. So this one's pretty straightforward. Basically, all Hardline does is it just makes your kill streaks cost 1 less kill to get to. So normally UAV is 4 kills, with this it's going to be 3 kills. Hardline ties in really nicely with the class because it just allows us to get that snowball rolling just a little bit earlier. So for the third perk, I'm going to be using Amped, but it's pretty much just up to you, it's not really going to affect the class that much. Same thing goes with your lethal and tactical equipment. Personally, I'm going to be using a Stim because I think it really helps pull off some clutch outplays and they've helped keep my streak alive countless times. And as for the lethals, they're not really going to change the class too much, but if you are a bit of a slower player, I'd probably recommend taking the Proximity Mine or the Claymore. So now that we've got the class all set up, let's move over to the kill streaks and I'll show you how to set them up. Alright, so what I like to do when I'm running this setup is I'm going to go ahead and take Cruise Missile, VTOL, and Chopper Gunner. So remember guys, we're using Hardline, so that's going to give us a 4 kill streak, a 7 kill streak, and a 9 kill streak. So with this setup, all I need to do is get my first 4 kills, which is going to give me a Cruise Missile. Most of the time with a Cruise Missile, I'm probably going to be getting about 2 kills, and that's going to put me just 1 kill away from my VTOL. So same thing with the VTOL, if our VTOL comes in, straight away gets 2 kills, boom, we've instantly got the Chopper Gunner. And that's just pretty much what makes this class just so incredibly powerful. The fact that you only need 4 kills to get that Cruise Missile, which can chain all the way up to a Chopper Gunner just like that. So there are a couple of other variations you could take when you're doing this kind of setup. Personally, I'd always stick with one of the 5 kill streaks, preferably the Cruise Missile because it's just the easiest to guarantee yourself a kill. But from there you've got a couple of options. The first option being that you could swap the VTOL for a Wheelson. But keep in mind guys that when you're using a Wheelson, you have to make sure you tuck yourself away in a corner and not die while you're getting those kills with the Wheelson. So for your third kill streak, you can pretty much choose any one of these things all the way up to a Juggernaut. But if you're going specifically for the Juggernaut, I do have a slightly different setup I like to use. And that setup's going to be the VTOL, the Chopper Gunner, and then the Juggernaut. As I said earlier, if you want to swap the VTOL for a Wheelson, that's going to work perfectly fine as well. I just find the VTOL personally works better for me because I like to stay in control of my character so I can reposition, get some more kills, as opposed to just controlling a Wheelson. So now that we've got our kill streak set up, we're pretty much all set and ready to go, but there is one last tip I have for you guys if you are really struggling to get those higher kill streaks. And that last tip's going to come in the form of Stopping Power. Having Stopping Power as your field upgrade is going to give you such a big advantage over your opponents, and it's going to make it so much easier for you guys to streak up every time you have this ability available. If you are a more experienced player, I wouldn't recommend using Stopping Power as there are a lot better options, especially if you're trying to streak up. Instead of Stopping Power, I'm always going to be using Dead Silence because it just gives you so much more mobility and just the ability to rotate around the map like crazy. The only time I'm not going to be using Dead Silence is if I'm going for a super high streak like a Juggernaut or I'm going for a nuke, in which case I'll use Munitions Box. So with all that set up, we're finally ready to jump into a game, and the best game mode I suggest for getting these high kill streaks is going to be 10v10 Mosh Pit. Because with all the extra people on the map, it's just going to give you and your kill streaks a much better opportunity to go absolutely ham. So with that said, let's queue up for a game and I'll show you how it works. And just before we get into the gameplay guys, if you are enjoying the video or have found any of the things I've said today helpful, please make sure to drop a like on the video, it really helps me out a lot and I'd really appreciate it. And for more Call of Duty news, guides and gameplay, make sure you subscribe to the channel as I do upload regularly. And with that said, let's jump back to the gameplay. Alright guys, so I found a game of 10v10 domination on Hardhat, and I'll just show you one of the streaks I went on and a really good example of how this setup works in the game. So you see right here I'm defending the A flag, chuck a C4, I get one guy, turn the corner, grab another kill. Now we're on 2, we just 2 off the Cruise Missile, we're going to push up a little bit more, get our third, stim up, we're going to run around, turn the corner, 1 off the Cruise Missile here, boom, we've got the Cruise Missile, just need to find a safe place to call it in. So cruise missile comes down. We're looking for a big cluster of enemies. We don't really see one. We see one guy up the top, should be easy to kill. Lucky for us, there are actually 2 people with cold-blooded standing next to him, so that actually gave us a triple kill. So we're going to call in the VTOL here at C. That's going to get us some kills hopefully. VTOL grabs us a kill, just one off the chopper gunner now. And there it is, just instantly, not even a minute into that streak, we've got the chopper gunner. Come down through the pipe, get 2 more kills. Call in the chopper gunner, and we just go absolutely ham on the enemy team. Alright guys, so I hope you see how well this class setup can work and how easily you can get those high kill streaks. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to drop that cruise missile straight onto the like button. And if you want to see more Call of Duty news, guides and gameplays, make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with my latest videos. Thanks again guys, and I'll see you in the next one.